Billions of people have walked this earth before us. Every single one of them learned something about what it means to be human, to struggle, to win, to lose, to live. Most of that wisdom died with them, but some survived, passed down through generations, written in books that changed the world. I spent months digging through all of it and found something remarkable. When you strip away the noise, you're left with about 100 lessons that really matter. Truths that will completely transform your life if you actually live by them. Here's what I want you to do. As we go through this, actually think about each lesson. Ask yourself how it applies to your life right now. And when we're done, tell me in the comments which one hit you the hardest. Let's start with something most people get completely wrong. They think success is about being loud, visible, telling everyone about their plans. But here's the truth. Real transformation happens in the shadows. Think about a butterfly. Nobody sees the struggle inside the cocoon. They only see the result. That's exactly how your transformation should work. When you let go of who you are, you become who you might be. Your direction matters more than your speed. Opportunities multiply as you seize them. Each step forward opens doors you couldn't even see before. You have to become the change you wish to see in the world, and understand that silence is the ultimate weapon of power. The person who's constantly talking, constantly seeking validation, they're giving away their power. The person who moves in silence, who lets their actions speak, that person can't be stopped. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. And courage doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you do anyway. Here's where most people mess up. They tell everyone everything. Listen carefully. Most people don't actually care about your success. And some secretly want you to fail because your success reminds them of their own stagnation. When you have confidence in yourself, others can feel it. But you can't get that from seeking approval. You build it in the shadows. It is far better to be alone than to be in bad company. The greatest victory is the one that requires no battle. Let improvement consume you so completely that you don't have space to criticize others. The moment you start living for the praise of others, you become their prisoner. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it altogether. But here's the price nobody talks about. Loneliness. When you start improving yourself, people fall away. Old friends don't understand. Family members question your choices. That's what it costs. Nobody is going to figure out your life for you. It's your responsibility. If nobody helps you, do it alone. Be selfish with your time because most people don't deserve it. What other people think of you is absolutely none of your business. Being alone gives you the opportunity to reconnect with yourself, to understand what you actually want, not what you've been told to want. Learn to heal without venting to everyone. The root of all suffering is attachment. Never tell your friends your plans. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. Now let's talk about discipline. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Your deepest, darkest moment might be the best thing that ever happens to you. If you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop in the middle of hell. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. First it hurts, then it makes you stronger. Never give up on something you really want. It's difficult to wait, but more difficult to regret. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. The harder you work, the luckier you get. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. If you can survive your own thoughts, you can survive anything. Everything comes at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. But don't be a fool. Don't trust words, trust actions. Be forgiving and understanding, but don't be a fool. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. If you're depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. If you're at peace, you're living in the present. The lion does not turn around when the small dog barks. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is about. Never interrupt your enemy when they are making a mistake. If you are a giver, learn your limits, because takers don't have any. 3 things never come back: time, words, and opportunity. Don't waste them. If you know the enemy and know yourself, You need not fear the outcome of 100 battles. If you hate, then you have already been defeated. Sometimes you need to stop seeing the good in people and start seeing what they show you. If they don't appreciate you, they don't deserve you. Avoid gossip at all costs. It's poison to the mind. Time always exposes what you truly mean to someone. If someone is trying to bring you down, they are already below you. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. Accept criticism, but never accept disrespect. Focus. Real focus. Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. A healthy person wants 1,000 things. A sick person only wants one. Do what you feel in your heart is right. You'll be criticized anyway. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Learn to say no without explaining yourself. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Make peace with your past so it doesn't ruin the present. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Choose your friends wisely. The fastest way to improve is to surround yourself with better people. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Be humble. Don't let success go to your head, and don't let failure go to your heart. If you're not falling down occasionally, you are standing still. He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader. Real knowledge is knowing the extent of your ignorance. Be proud you survived the days you thought you couldn't. When you are angry, stay silent. It is better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you are not. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. No matter how smart or successful you are, nobody likes arrogance. Humility is an asset. Expect nothing, appreciate everything, and be grateful for the small things in life. And finally, build wealth. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Do yourself a favor, get rich. Life gets easier with money, not time. Fortune favors the bold. Take your financial life seriously. Money is a defense against many challenges. These are the lessons. 100 truths from billions of lives. The question now is, what are you going to do with them?